Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dark Souls. I'm Zain, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year's. Well, we're gonna go and fight the secondary boss of the Lost Izalith. There's, of course, 3 in total. One being, well, Bed of Chaos, as the last Keeper of the Soul. And you'd think there's something back here, but there never is. It just kind of seems interesting. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to go into human form. Alright, so we're just in human form to show, hey, Knight Solaire. We don't need to summon him, but it's good to know that he's there. You all ready? We're gonna go and fight another boss that is completely immune to fire. Hey, that guy looks familiar. The Centipede Demon isn't particularly hard. So let's help him out a bit here. We want to get him over onto this platform, or at least near it. But all of a sudden, he just seems to really want to use his kind of long-ranged attack. Kind of weird, but okay. That arm of his, well, as you can see, it can come off and become another enemy. In fact, that's the orange char ring. As usual, it's a bit obnoxious. Jumping enemies always are. Oh, wow. Getting hit by the grab is in of itself. But yeah, this boss, not particularly too difficult. More the fact that you're restricted unless you get that ring that he so graciously dropped the first go around. He almost never uses the grab. It's so weird. That was a bit close. So, after defeating him, you may be wondering, how can we move forward? Let's look at the ring that he gave us. And wow, I haven't been changing my rings at all. Orange charred ring. Reduces lava damage. It's been enchanted by a witch, and we only know one type of witch. But also there's another ring. The Calamity Ring, just to Just to show that one off too, we receive double damage. Useless ring benefiting of no finger. Yeah, I don't know why they did that, to do some hard mode stuff for people that really think that the game is too easy. As you see, we're walking on sunshine here. And we're taking very minimal damage from the lava, because if we didn't have that ring on, we'd be dead. And hey, we have Knight Solaire here. We could talk to him, but that's going to lead to potentially us having to fight him. There's one of two things we could do. We could completely ignore him right now, don't even talk to him, and we could have him available for the final boss fight. If we talk to him now, we'll have to fight him a little later, and he gets kind of depressed. So I'm going to leave that to a vote on you guys on what we're going to do with Knight Solaire. And a lot of people do not like Lost Islith for this particular reason. Outside of the massive bloom, which I think they have cut down on for the PC version, it doesn't seem half as bad. You might be wondering, what the hell are these things? These are the bottom torsos of the undead dragons. I know it's super weird, but bear with me on that. These things are way worse. Luckily they are one-time spawns. But the fact is that you're gonna have to fight them either on the lava, or if you're lucky enough, you can pull them over to here, and you still don't have very much room to fight them. So let's pull one. With our face. They have all of our favorite big enemy moves, stomping, jumping up really ridiculously high in the air, and of course dealing a lot of damage. Oh, did I also mention they have a lot of health? Because yeah, they also have a lot of health. Oh, and tail swipes too. Can't forget tail swipes. Luckily for us, we only have to fight a minimal amount of these guys. It could potentially be more than 2 if we're not careful. And of course, who am I but never careful? With that though, we have a straight shot over here, which is not going to be our final destination just yet. Another soul of a great hero. We should probably use these one day. There we go. I knew there was another one. One that was unavoidable. Luckily for us, they are able to hurt some of the other enemies. And amazingly, the other one didn't want to aggro to us. Never complain about a good thing, though. Especially in Dark Souls, since you don't get too many good things. Want to make a quick trip up here. Because we get a Twin Humanities. There's something else, but I could be mistaken. I almost always use the shortcut through here because doing this is just really obnoxious. Oh, hey. So, you know how we had to run through all that fun stuff? You know, this is gonna be... over there, it's gonna be our ultimate destination. And don't you wish, like, you had something here, though? I don't know, something to rest at or something? Oh, hey, invisible wall. And it seems I'm being invaded. No wonder why I couldn't light it. It's kind of weird, though. Getting invaded here is almost never really a popular place because people constantly take damage. Or I guess not. I guess it will be a failed invasion. Fair enough. Don't really want to deal with them anyway. Let's press on, though. Luckily, once we get to this part, we don't need to have that ring on anymore. In fact, let's go and remove it for something maybe a little more helpful. A fire resist ring. Most things will either do fire or other things. Fire or physical, basically, is going to be the theme here. Oh wow, they didn't die in one hit. Now they did. I could always swear there's something behind here, but it never is. Luckily, this is Lost Isolith proper. As you can see, pretty much all we're gonna fight in here is gonna be these flame statues. Not exclusively, but for the most part, it's gonna be these guys. There we go. They always like to hide bodies just in unexplored areas just because, well, why would you want to look over there when this is the clear way up? And here's a new type of enemy. Let's give him a little show. He spits acid, which is great because it destroys our armor. Luckily, we don't have to look too high up on him. Interesting. See, there we go. The top of him is one giant mouth. He's like a traveling Sarlacc pit, if you want to think of him like that. Not too difficult, not too dangerous. And they drop Titanite chunks. White Titanite chunks to be exact. Which is kind of weird considering. Alright, now then, we can actually go up here. And we probably should. Fight a random Izalith witch. And get invaded by Kirk. For the last time. And get rocked by Kirk. Holy crap. That could have been embarrassing. Well, before we got invaded by Kirk, we did fight an Izalith witch, or... Well, nobody really knows who or what that really is. But a lot of people are thinking that it was Salamandra, but I don't know. And we got the barbed straight sword. Let's go have a quick look at it. Just like every other straight sword. Has probably some of the best single moves. Actually, that's kind of weird. I thought the straight sword, the barbed one, had a thrusting attack, but no, it doesn't. It's the same as its two-hand. Either way, the only difference with this one is that it causes bleeding as well, and so I kind of like it. I like bleeding weapons way better than the norms. Chaos Fire Whip. Because Fire Whip is such a great weapon, we need to make it take 2 slots. And be terrible still. Actually, right over here, I should also mention that this area is going to be the final boss of Izalith. But we still have a lot more to explore. And in fact, I'm going to leave you all right here. And I'll see you in the next update.